Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I created this look using some makeup that I recently purchased and I'm really excited to try, and also some favorites that I know I've been loving for a long time. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, then please keep watching. Alright, let's start with the new items. I got this L'Oreal foundation and they didn't have any testing ones, so this is in the shade, what shade did I get it in? Golden Sun. So I got this in the shade Golden Sun, and I've just seen a lot of people rave about this foundation, so I really wanted to try it. I have a couple favorites. I usually like the Wet n Wild one. I know that there's a new dewy foundation, but I'm an oily skin gal, so it's like, I'm gonna pass on that one. But I'm excited to try this one. This is the Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear. It was $14.99, so I was like, dang, it's a little pricey. But then I'm also like, you buy expensive foundation, Brenda, like what? I've definitely spent more than $14.99 before, so definitely gonna give this a try and let you know what I think. Hopefully this matches me too. Okay, the next item that I got is this Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I've used this before. Mine was just really beaten up and pretty much hit pan on the shades. I definitely love this bronzer, and I also like this banana powder, kind of like underneath the eye setting powder. So I grabbed that. I'm gonna put all the prices and links to all of these items in my description box below, so I don't have the prices on top of my head, but everything was pretty much under $10 except for the foundation. And then I grabbed this e.l.f. eyebrow, why am I saying that funny? I bought this e.l.f. brow, wow. I got this e.l.f. brow pencil, and I got this in the shade Brunette, so try this out. I also grabbed these Colourpop liquid liners, and I've seen these before and I've always wanted to try them, so I'm excited to try these, especially in such a fun color. I feel like for summer, well, spring has yet to come here in Chicago, but look at that, dang. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm like, just a wing liner would look so cute for like a simple eyeshadow look with just a colorful liner. I think that'd be so cute. I grabbed it in the shade Black as well, and then I'm really excited to try this e.l.f. concealer. I heard this one was really good. Another good one that I like to use is the Wet n Wild and the LA Girl. You guys have seen me use the LA Girl before, but I'm excited to try this e.l.f. one. I got it in this shade Light Sand. I couldn't try this one either, so hopefully it matches. And then lastly, I also grabbed this NYX HD Finishing Powder. I've used this before and I really like it. It makes your makeup really matte. And if you have oily skin like me, I would definitely give that a try if you haven't. And I grabbed also this e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist Set. I've used this one before and honestly like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like my Urban Decay one better, but I think this one does a good job, especially for an everyday routine. You don't need the Urban Decay All Nighter one. Then I grabbed this Colourpop Pretty Fresh. This is a hydrating tinted moisturizer. I got it in the, it's in medium 1N, and I'm really excited to try this because I've just seen this all over TikTok, honestly, and it just looks so good. Like I use a CC cream, but this one just seems like on the lighter coverage side. I'm gonna try it. And it's like a moisturizer, and I really like that part because like going to work like in the morning, like this would be so quick. And as you can see, I get a lot of redness on my skin, so I would love to have something like this. I got this. I hope I love it because then it would just make my life easier to just be able to like put that on for like an easy like no makeup look. What else did I get? Oh, this is all that was left from the Bretman collection with Wet n Wild. I heard like mixed reviews from the eyeshadows, so I wasn't too bummed that there wasn't any left for me to try. But let me know if you have tried the eyeshadows and what you think of them. I've seen some reviews, and like I said, it seemed like mixed. And I have colorful eyeshadow, so I was like, oh well. But I really love Wet n Wild brushes. Those are some of my favorite drugstore brushes. And so I was really excited to be able to get these because they were so cute in the gold packaging. So honestly, this is really what I wanted from that collection. So I'm excited to try this with the makeup look for today. What else did I get? Oh, I am so excited to try this. This is the Wet n Wild Jelly Highlighter. I saw this on their Instagram and I was like, what? Oh my gosh, somebody already tried this. No, why would they do that? I'm so bummed. Like, dang. I wonder, oh my God, is it bad that I still want to use it? Oh my God. I was so excited to try this. Such a bummer. I already kept, oh my God, it's so messy. Okay, but let me show you what this looks like because I just have highlighter. I don't think this is what it's supposed to look like when you open it. But I was so excited to try this and now I'm like, okay, let me swatch it anyway. You see that consistency? Like, that's what I was excited about. I was like, oh my God. I mean, who needs all this highlighter like this? But then again, I think we all need a little highlight in our life. Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like this would be so cute also for like the summer music festival, to just put this all over your body and just have like this glow. My hand is now so shiny. I don't know if that was gross that I used it. I might still use it. I'll let you know if I get an allergic reaction or anything. I'm so bummed, but at the same time, I still want to use it. Let me know if you think that's gross. I won't be offended. Maybe a little offended, but I honestly won't be surprised. Like, I probably would have thought the same. The only other thing that I got is this LA Girl liner. I have a white one, but I want to use a nude. The same thing with the white one. I think that it kind of makes your eyes look a little bigger when you use it on the waterline. So I've used a nude one before, but for some reason, I don't know what happened to it. Like, it just lost. So I'm just going to use this one. I haven't tried from LA Girl. I usually get the ones from NYX, but LA Girl was cheaper and I feel like just as good. We'll find out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So if you want to see how I do my makeup after this and you're still watching, then thank you, and I shall move on. All right, guys, let's get started. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Angel Veil Primer. I've used this in my other video. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Moving on, I'm excited to try the Colourpop, what is this really called? I've like seen so many reviews on this and I still don't know what it's called. Hydro, it doesn't say hydro, it says tinted moisturizer. But tinted moisturizer primer? What shall I see? Got in the shade medium. We'll see how this blends out. It looks a little dark, but I feel like it blends in light. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush and I'm just gonna bluff it in. I like it. Definitely give it a try. Well, I'm gonna be using this longer, and so we'll see how I feel about it after like a month. Okay, now for the big time test. I'm gonna be using the new to me L'Oreal Infallible. foundation. I wonder if I should use a brush or a sponge. See what the consistency is. Ooh, it's very liquidy. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques sponge. I cannot talk today. Might be a little dark. It probably doesn't look dark on camera, but it's slightly dark, too dark. But I'm also really pale lately compared to my natural complexion when I lived in Texas. Now that I'm up here in Chicago, I'm definitely a lot, not a lot, but starting to look dark and orangey. Wow. I'm starting to like get Texas summer vibes with this shade, bringing me back to when this was my natural complexion. So this is definitely not my shade at the moment. I feel like I should return it, but also part of me is like, I'm hopeful that summer is around the corner and that my natural Latina pigmentation will come back, you know. It doesn't look bad on camera, so I'm gonna go with it. As far as the foundation goes though, I think it's good. I definitely think I need more for like a deeper coverage. So, let me see. It doesn't feel heavy, but it has very good coverage, I would say. And I like how it doesn't feel heavy, because I feel like sometimes foundations that tend to have like more coverage also tend to be thicker and kind of makes you feel a little bit cakey, and so sometimes I don't like that. But for this one, it feels like I don't have anything on my face. Like honestly, it feels the same as when I just had the moisturizer, so I really like that. So if you're like me, like you don't like that feeling, then I recommend this one for sure. Okay, that's actually really good coverage, and it looks, well, the lighting, I feel like, is throwing it off. Let me see if I can. I don't know, I feel like it looks good, like the coverage is good. All right, I think my final review as far as first time putting it on, first impressions, I like it. I think I almost want to say that I like it more than the Wet n Wild one that I was mentioning earlier, but we'll see. I'm gonna definitely keep wearing this and then let you know. If you don't follow me on social media, you should. I'll do an update there. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. concealer. Wow, this is a highlighter. This is so light. Wow, this was a fail in terms of choosing colors. I mean, choosing like the right shade. I got this in light sand, and it's hard to tell because, well, it looks really light on camera, but it doesn't look as light in person. So my foundation is too dark, my concealer is too light. I apparently don't know what shade I am. Wow. I'm gonna still use this because we're just trying to see if we even like the concealer consistency at this point. And I'm definitely gonna return this. If this had been in the right shade, I think I would really, blends in nice. I think I would like it. It's hard for me to want to love it just because of this drastic light under eye I have going on. But I will say that it has high coverage as well. Okay, I just look ridiculous at this point. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna go in on the other eye. I definitely did this a lot though. I feel like when I first started wearing makeup, like this is the kind of mistakes that I made, like the ones I'm making right now. I would get concealer that was way too light for me. I would say like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation is key. Here is like 5 more shades. This is way too light. And as far as like my foundation being too dark, I think I'd rather have that than one that's too light. I don't know. What would you guys, what would you rather have? Trying to like blend it away. I mean, blend it in so it doesn't look so light, but it doesn't look that bad. Not on camera, but I'm looking at myself on the camera and it looks terrible. This is not gonna be a tutorial. This is gonna be a review and a what not to do. It is hard to pick the right shade though when you can't test it out, so that's always a bummer. What am I doing? Okay, well, we're gonna move on to the Wet n Wild contouring palette. Like I said before, I've used this many times. Oh. And it was time for me to repurchase something that I loved. The only reason I hadn't bought it recently is because I was trying out other bronzers and other powders, but this is definitely one that I love. So I wanted to make this a, like, obviously all drugstore type makeup. Okay, I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush. This came in a set with some of the other ones that I have. I don't know what this one is called. Contour brush. I'm gonna take this light shade and I'm gonna set that concealer. Like I need any more brightness. But here we go. Dang, that under eye is bright. I look like when I take a flash picture with concealer or powder that does flashback. This is what happens. This is what you get. Okay. I'm gonna let that bake a little bit because why not at this point? And then I'm gonna take the NYX finishing powder to set the rest of my face. I've used this one before as well, and same thing, I knew I liked this, so getting this again. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. complexion brush and just ever so lightly dust some all over my face. Where am I going today, you ask? Nowhere. This is just for fun. And that's a good thing too, because I feel like every time that I want my makeup to look bomb, that I have somewhere to be, it doesn't, of course, come out. And now I have nowhere to be, so it's okay that this is looking like a mess. Okay. Well, that is sort of baking. I'm gonna do these brows because they're just starting to bother me. And I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. brow pencil, and this just kind of reminds me of the Anastasia one. And first, I'm just gonna brush these hairs in place, and then I'm gonna take the pencil part, and then, like you saw in my other video, I'm gonna start on the outside of the brow, and then move in lightly to the front. And I always like to do eyebrow shape strokes. That doesn't really make sense. Well, I went a little over. Okay, I'll do this brow and the other one real quickly and then come back and we'll move on. Hey guys, so I already did my eyebrows and I ended up using the concealer for my eyeshadow base as well, and I cleaned up my eyebrows. Definitely is still looking on the light side, but I think with eyeshadow it'll hopefully blend in and look less of a mess than it is right now. yeah, let's move on to eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna dust this eye powder that I put underneath my eye. I almost forgot about. Anyway, let's move on. All right, for eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using these e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palettes. I love these. I use these for my transition colors all the time. They're great mattes to have. And I'm gonna be using the Bretman eyeshadow brushes. Okay, going into my Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette 2. You can see I love the shade as I have basically hit pan. But I already set my eyeshadow with the face powder from before. So I'm gonna go in and take this shade as my transition shade. And I'm gonna use this Bretman Wet n Wild collab brush. And take that in. Start from the outer corner and take that in. All over your crease. Right. Right, next I'm gonna take this other Wet n Wild brush that I have. This is from their white brush collection because I don't know what it's called. It's a little bit unflatter. And I'm gonna take this pinkish color. I'm gonna go for a very pink look today, very like blush romantic. We'll see. And I'm just gonna take this all over the lid. Let me go in some more. Guys, sometimes I like to use blush when I'm going for like this pink romantic look as well, because I think it's so cute when it matches like your blush and your eyeshadow and even your lip color. Right, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna blend this out. I'm gonna go back with the Bretman brush and I'm gonna go back in with that orangey pink shade and go back to the crease and blend that in with the eyeshadow lid color that we just put on, the pinker one, the darker pink I should say. I'm gonna blend that in. All right, next I'm gonna go in with a smaller, pointier brush. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. brush. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know what these called. They don't have names on them. Actually, I'm lying. This is the contour brush, black one. And I'm going to take this brown color and just focus that on the outer V of my eye. So just on the corner. Bring that up a little bit. Take some more. Got a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. I'll just take my powder brush and kind of brush that away. Okay, next I'm gonna take a clean brush. I'm gonna take this other e.l.f., not e.l.f., Wet n Wild brush from that same white brush collection that I was talking about. And I'm gonna use that to blend the brown on the outer V. Right, that's what it's looking like so far. Next, I'm gonna do something I've never done before, but I've been intrigued to try. I'm gonna take this Colourpop lipstick. This is their metallic shades. This is the ultra metallic lip in the shade Kween with the K, Kween, wow. And I'm gonna use this as my eyelid shade. So I'm just gonna dab that in. That's pretty. I'm just gonna take that all over the lid. I'm gonna go back into that crease with that orangey shade, this one, with the brush that I had used from the Fauxmink collection. I'm gonna blend that in with this sparkly pink lid shade that we just threw on there. Next, I'm gonna go back to that pink color, and I think I'm gonna actually take that more into the crease this time. So I'm gonna go with the fluffy Wet n Wild brush and take the pink right underneath that orangey shade. I'm gonna go back with the e.l.f. brush and take that brown shade and add some more into the inner corner, outer corner, I mean. Right, next I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow, and this is kind of like a highlight gold color. I'm gonna put that in the center of the lid and see what that looks like. Kind of gives it more of a shimmer. All right, I'm gonna go do the other eye and come back. All right, guys, I did the other eye, and I went ahead and did eyeliner as well, because otherwise we would be here for 2 hours and nobody wants that. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and we're going to move on to the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go in with a bronzer from the contour palette from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush. This is a blush brush, but I like to use it for bronzer as well, just because I feel like it's small enough that it fits my small forehead, honestly. Take it all around the side, kind of use it to contour as well. Okay, now I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild fluffier brush and go into bronzer as well. But once I got kind of those precise areas, I just kind of blend the cheek area, since I don't have to be as precise as my forehead. And take it to the bottom of my neck as well. Right, next I'm going to take my blush brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to take this Milani blush in Romantic Rose, and I'm just going to take that on my cheeks. Right, guys, now it's time for highlighter, but I'm honestly kind of scared to use this. Slash, I probably shouldn't be using it. I feel like I should use my sponge because it's so liquidy, but yeah, like, let's see. I think I'm gonna take a little brush, maybe. I wanted to use this highlight brush from the Fauxmink collection, but I don't think it's gonna work well with that one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna use my fingers. Try to blend that in. It's so much. Okay, now I'm gonna go with my sponge. Oh my gosh. I think it just ruined the whole look. What? Okay, I'm gonna wet my sponge some more and try to blend this in. Right, let's try to blend this in. No, I got some highlight on my hair. Okay. I mean, it's blending in, but it still looks like I took glitter and just like, which I don't hate. I mean, like, it definitely doesn't look natural though, but okay. Whoa. I think I blended it in too much into the inner cheek, but honestly, wow. I'm giving you a duck face over here. That's just the face that I make when I'm blending in highlighter. Wow, that actually looks really pretty. It makes me look glowy, even though I usually don't go for that because like of my oily skin. I'm gonna go back in the blush and try to blend that in. Sponge is the way to go. Okay. Maybe some bronzer again because I feel like I lost it. Definitely didn't mean for the highlighter to be down here, but a little bit goes a long way with this highlighter. So next time I'll definitely won't be adding as much. So when I do the other cheek, it will look hopefully better than this one. But wow, let me see. The lighting is, let me try to fix it. All right, well, sorry about the lighting. Hopefully you can tell the difference because I definitely see the highlight versus no highlight. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other cheek and hopefully do a better job this time. I'm gonna take very little, the tiniest amount. Right, take my sponge, try to blend that in. You guys see that? That is a glow. I definitely think that this will work so well with like even a no makeup look. Like this is already, I mean, it's just like so what is the word that I'm searching for? Not highlighted. But you know what I mean? Probably not. They're like, what are you talking about? I think in the summer it will look really cute. Especially, I've already said that, but like maybe a little bit on your shoulder. Okay. Now I'm gonna just put on my lashes and I'm gonna be using the same mascara as I always use, the L'Oreal Voluminous. The pink one is what I just call it. And then I'll come back and we'll do lips. Right guys, put on the lashes and I may or may not have put on highlighter on the nose. I definitely did. I did too much, but what's too much? Anyway, before we move on to lips, I'm actually gonna go back to the under eye, no, waterline area, and I'm gonna add some of that same pink shade and just go all over. I'm gonna go in with the brown shade. I'm just using the same brush. Go in the outer corners. Do the same thing to the other eye. Start with the brown. Right. And I'm gonna actually wait to put on mascara on the lower lashes until after I spray. But let's move on to lips. So I'm gonna take this nude lip liner. This is from Rimmel. I'm just gonna outline my lips. I just did the entire lips. So now I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild Nudist Peach shade. It's a lot more pinkier than I remember. I mean peachy. All right, this is what the lips look like. They're definitely peachier than the pink on the eyes, but kind of still goes. Now I'm gonna spray my face and then do mascara on the lower lashes. And for the spray, I'm gonna try the e.l.f. one today. Here we go. My boyfriend always says how he knows I'm almost done when he hears a face spray. He starts getting ready when I do this. Oh. That was maybe too close. Let that sink in. I'm really liking this foundation. I feel like I've said that 10 times, but sometimes when I'm doing like makeup, like using the bronzer and blush over the foundation, I can really start to tell if I like it or not. And I definitely like this one. And the Wet n Wild highlight, I mean, still going strong. Well, mascara on the lower lashes. This is pretty much it. If you're still watching, thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for still watching. Please subscribe and like this video. If you have any other ideas for me to film, or if there's any of these products that you've tried, please let me know in the comments below what you think of them. I'm always excited to try new makeup. Let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like.